Vidya, you'll have to unmute.
Sorry, I muted. ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः सुष्ठुवागंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्ताक्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयम् करुणालयम् नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करम् लोकशङ्करम् शङ्करम् शङ्कराचार्यम् केशवम् बादरायणम् सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयम् नमामि चिन्मयम् देवम् सद्गुरुम् ब्रह्मविद्वरम् द्वितीयं मुण्डकम् द्वितीयः खण्डः आविस्सन्निहितं गुहाचरं नाम महत्पदमत्रैतत्समर्पितम् एजत्प्राणन्निमिषच्च यदेतच्चानथ सदसत्वरेण्यम् परं विज्ञानाद्यत्वरिष्ठं प्रजानाम् यदर्चिमद्यदणुभ्योऽणु च यस्मिन् लोका निहिता लोकिनश्च तदेतदक्षरं ब्रह्म स प्राणस्तदुवाङ्मनः तदेतत् सत्यं तदमृतं तद्वेद्धव्यं सौम्य विद्धि धनुर्गृहीत्वा उपनिषदं महास्त्रं शरं ह्युपासानिशितं सन्धयीत आयम्य तद्भावगतेन चेतसा लक्ष्यं तदेवाक्षरं सौम्य विद्धि प्रणवो धनुःशरो ह्यात्मा ब्रह्म तल्लक्ष्यमुच्यते अप्रमत्तेन वेद्धव्यं शरवत्तन्मयो भवेत्.
Very nice chanting, Vidya. So I hope all of you sadhaks of Mundakopanishad have ordered bow and arrow from Amazon. If not, please order immediately. What it is meaning is that I hope we are all practicing the meditation, because it is going to come in Mundakopanishad itself. Nayam Atma Pravachanena. Na labhya. Na shrutena means by listening and by doing pravachan, I am not going to get that para vidya, which is the topic of this chapter 2, second chapter, second khanda. So, in Mundakopanishad, we are only reflecting on one question throughout, and that one question is, what is that by knowing which I will know everything? And the straight answer now is that Paravidya. What is Paravidya? Knowledge of the imperishable. And in this Upanishad, it is called as Akshara, Brahman, etc. etc. Now, in this today's session, we will see that those who do Saguna Upasana, that also is this only. Because again, there is some confusion in Some people's mind, no, no, if I worship Shankar ji or Sri Ram ji, Krishna ji, whether I will get this Akshara. Yes, because this mantra Upanishad is going to tell us that it is the same thing. This is a cause, this is a effect. So, Aparavidya will give us Abhyudaya, and the results are limited, not permanent happiness. Again, I have to do efforts to get more happiness. So, when we think logically on this, we've come to a conclusion it is not worth it. Let me go for Paravidya. Because once I get it, then I will know everything, I will gain everything. Nothing more to be gained, nothing more to be known, nothing more to be achieved. Fulfillment of life. So, in the second chapter, second khanda, what we are discussing right now, Paravidya starts. And as Vidya is chanted, 4 verses. In that, we have seen first 2 verses as attributes of Brahman. Avi, self-illuminous. This actually illumines the thoughts, illumines the I amness, illumines the mind, illumines the intellect, illumines the object, illumines the entire world, including sun, moon, stars. So Avi means that. That is a very interesting, important word. And where to find it? Again mentioned in the first verse itself of the second khanda, that Sannihitam, it is closest. There is no gap. Because to find out, there has to be two, but it is so close that it is me only. So it becomes difficult to find out. Because the mind is used, mind is normally trained to know what it is not, objects. So mind will, now we have to listen carefully. When we listen to Upanishad, why Upanishad say that Nayam Atma Pravachanena, or all these words will not give us that Paravidya, because mind will objectify Brahman. But Brahman is subject. Because mind cannot know if it is not an object. So what happens in meditation? All these words come in our mind. Brahman, Avihi, then all pervading, etc. But these words we have to go beyond. So it will be mentioned further in Mundakopanishad that these meanings we have to understand very, very clearly, and we have to keep contemplating. What happens when we contemplate on these meanings, what are given in Upanishad? Many things happen. One, the moment I contemplate on Avihi, self-illuminous means what? And then various things I can think of, that I'm illumining the thoughts, then intellect, then mind, senses, objects. In that, what happens is that we are already withdrawn from the world. So this is called as Vairagya. The moment I come to Upanishadic knowledge, automatically we will be taken away from world knowledge and pratyahar happens. Because Upanishad is not coming down only. It is not telling us do's and don'ts and fight the war. Arjun, pick up the bow and fight. Now, here the bow and arrow in the next 2 verses were discussed as the bow is the Upanishadic knowledge, in that Om is there. So, Om is the bow. And the arrow is what? Arrow is my mind, which has to be sharpened. Chitta Shuddhi, Chitta Ekagrata. And on the tip of the arrow is the ego. I amness, reflected consciousness, whatever we want to call. And then what I have to do? I have to pull the string back. So pulling the string back is that withdrawal from the mind. And that withdrawal from the mind easily, because I know that in the world, withdrawal of the mind from the world, because world doesn't have happiness. When I'm convinced about it, the mind will be immediately pulled, because mind normally gravitates towards what it loves, where it finds or believes or assumes that there is happiness. That is a natural quality of the mind. And when that string is pulled back, then that speed happens. That speed comes in meditation. And then when the arrow is shot, Om Thak, then it will go in Brahman and then there is silence. And in that silence, the Dehakar Vritti dissolves in the Brahmakar Vritti, and that what remains is the pure awareness. Till that time, our effort is there. So constantly I have to build up, I have to keep on shooting the arrow. That is a meditation. What is arrow? Om, Om, Om. As Swamiji mentioned, if I have learned Tattva Bodh and have studied it, then I have to imagine in the Vishwa is dissolving in the Virata. The Taijasa is dissolving in what we call Hiranyagarbha. The Pradnya is dissolving in the Ishvara. If we don't remember all these technical things, then I say, okay, my individual self is dissolving in the total self. And what will remain? What will remain is Brahman. So till that we have seen, and Mundakopanishad says that this is Vijnana also, it has to be practiced. So as Swamiji's mentioned, we have to quickly buy the bow, arrow, and one job we have to keep doing every day. We have to keep sharpening the arrow. That's all. Arrow is our mind, and we have to constantly remember that false Mani Mama or the ego or the I am who is creating all this trouble to me. Now, this technique going further, what we are going to see is further attributes of Brahman, still more clarity, and then we are going to see that this Nirguna Brahman is the same as Saguna Brahman. There is no difference. So once I get one, I will get not that suppose I attain Brahman, then I will not attain any God. No. If I attain God, I will get Brahman. If I attain Brahman, the knower of Brahman attains Supreme. So both I will get. Some people have this doubt that no, my Ishta Devata is Krishna. Now suppose I chant Om, 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 I will get Brahman, I will not get Krishna. No, once I get Brahman, I will get all gods, goddesses. And the world, everything. Finite, infinite, everything. So that is also there. And the last verse today of today's session will be, what will be the result of this? The not will be removed. This is a very important, famous mantra, as Swamiji mentioned. So we will only touch base on that. And then next session, Swamiji is going to also take in detail that not is of avidya. How that not happened, it is very important to discuss, keep thinking about it. That is one of my favorite subject actually. If you ask me what is my favorite subject about that not, how this not has happened is a miracle. But suppose we keep thinking, that means that not slowly starts loosening. How that not has happened and how to now untie it. That is this mantra what she chanted, where it has been mentioned that Granthi will be dissolved. So I would request with that to chant the next mantra.
यस्मिन् द्यौः पृथिवी चान्तरिक्षम् ओतं मनः सह प्राणैश्च सर्वैः तमेवैकं जानथ आत्मानम् अन्या वाचो विमुञ्चथ अमृतस्यैष सेतुः यस्मिन् द्यौः पृथिवी चान्तरिक्षम् ओतं मनः सह प्राणैश्च सर्वैः तमेवैकं जानथ आत्मानम् अन्या वाचो विमुञ्चथ अमृतस्यैष सेतुः.
Very beautiful. So, what is the main point here is that because we have a body, we have with the body, we have this distinction between what is outside and what is inside. So, suppose we see in most of the Upanishadic mantras, they will say that outside also is illumined by the same Brahman, and inside also is illumined by the same Brahman. Now here, what is being discussed is that both outside and inside both are illumined, and the distinction is created because we have a body. So once I know this, that everything is illumined by Brahman, then that particular is the highest knowledge, and we must keep focusing on this and desist all other talks of the world, those who are Upanishadic students. So Janatha means know, recognize, realize, discover what? Tame Vaikam Janatha. So you understand, realize, cognize this. Brahman is abode of outside and inside both. This is the main point in this verse. This I must realize. So there is no place, there is no time, there is no space where Brahman is not there. So what is the implication of this? This we just listen technically and then okay, right, I understood. Implication is used because wherever I see, whoever I see, that person is Brahman. So I can practice this meditation 24/7. I cannot say from today, I don't like this person. That means I am saying that I don't like this form of Brahman. Because that is Brahman. ज्या ज्या ठिकाणी मन जाय माझे त्या त्या ठिकाणी निजरूप तुझे. Ramdas Swami says that wherever my mind goes, that particular place is your Swarupa. So that's how I train my mind, that it is not finding any distinction, discrimination. Brahman does not recognize outside, inside distinction. It pervades all. It is all. Outside what has been mentioned here? Yasmin Dayyo va Prithvihi. So earth is mentioned, Antariksha is mentioned, heaven is mentioned. So that is all outside, what I think, Paroksha. And what is inside mentioned? Mind, prana. So what divides these two? Ignorance, identification with the body is the dividing line between outside and inside. Because suppose I ask you, who am I? No, I am here till this body, this is prasad. Outside this hand, it is space, it is elements. So one of the Mahatma, where I was reading his enlightenment state, he has described, he told what happened in also Ramdas Swami, he has mentioned that what happens in that realization state is that I forget or I cannot figure out where I am starting, where I am ending. Anantacha anta bhagavaya gelo. Ramdas Swami says that what happens in that state? Now I know that I am pervading through this body. Outside this body, I am not there. I am not bothered. But when in that state, the outside inside distinction is lost. I don't know where I am starting, where I am ending. It is all pervading. So we have to transcend this dividing parameter to experience oneness. What is that parameter? Dehakar Vritti. Now we have to listen carefully. So my identification is called as Dehakar Vritti. And when I say Om, 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 Om with that Brahman in mind, that silence is the Amatra, then that it is creating Brahmakar Vritti. And this Brahmakar Vritti will come and then destroy this Dehakar Vritti. So now we have to imagine, Mahabharat serial, Ramayana serial. Have you seen Mahabharat, Ramayana serial? Ram Ravan Yuddha, just imagine. Ram will send one ban, it will come, it will be light. And then Ravan will send one ban, and then the arrows will clash, and then Ravan's arrow will go down. If you are not able to imagine, just go back in Ramayana serial and see, even Mahabharat serial. Two arrows will come, one arrow will go down. So in the same way it is going to happen. This is a last technical knowledge I can have, that Brahmakar Vritti thought will come and it will destroy the Dehakar Vritti, and this Dehakar Vritti will fall and only Brahmakar Vritti will remain for some time, and then Brahmakar Vritti also will go down. And what will remain is pure awareness, bliss, knowledge. Sat Chit Ananda. Advice to seeker. What is advice to seeker here? Withdraw and focus. Withdraw, vimuchata, from all preoccupations of outside, inside world. Inside also, some people are not having vairagya of outside, but inside they are so much attached to my own feelings, my own thoughts, my own beliefs, my own, ideas, my own opinions. That also have to drop, because all this will give us abhyudaya, aparavidya. And what I have to focus? Focus on paravidya. And very important point we discussed where Swamiji mentioned the bridge. Bridge is the focus. So bridge is the focus. I have to underline. Those who are writing down and taking notes, important point in this mantra is the bridge is the focus. So what is the bridge? From I am BMI to I am Satchitananda. SCA, immortality. Amrutasya. So I attain that Amrutatva, imperishable Tattva, and then there is no fear, no shoka, no bhaya, knowing which you will know all. So we have answered that question. So we go to the next mantra. So here one metaphor is given, and we have to see what is that metaphor and how is it related to our topic, what we are discussing. Yeah, Vidya.
आरा इव रथनाभौ संहता यत्र नाड्यः स एषोऽन्तश्चरते बहुधा जायमानः ओमित्येवं ध्यायथ आत्मानं स्वस्ति वः पाराय तमसः परस्तात् आरा इव रथनाभौ संहता यत्र नाड्यः स एषोऽन्तश्चरते बहुधा जायमानः ओमित्येवं ध्यायथ आत्मानं स्वस्ति वः पाराय तमसः परस्तात्.
So do dhyan on that Atma. Which Atma? Now here again one more pointer is given. So our rishis are so compassionate, so loving that one after another they will give pointers and to ensure that our mind doesn't go here and there and it goes towards that particular Atma. What is the analogy given here? Ara iva rathanabhav samhata yatra nadya. So there is a wheel, and in that wheel there are spokes, and in the center also there is that particular wooden block which is called as the center, which is holding those spokes. So many spokes are there, and there is one wheel and one center of the wheel. So in the same way, there are many nerves and there is a physical heart. Second analogy, in the same way, there are many thoughts and there is one Atma. And this Atma illumines this thought. So Swamiji mentioned, so again we will discuss, it's an important point, how to track Atma with the thoughts. So I have to say, okay, I'm miserable, I'm happy, I'm sad, I want to liberate, I want to study, I understand, I don't understand, I'm doing this, I'm not doing this, I'm bored, I'm very happy, I'm looking forward, I'm studying Mundakopanishad, but all these sentences, there is one thing common, that is I. That I is illumined by the Atma or the imperishable Tattva. And suppose we focus on that I. How to focus? Now, simple thing we can do. Okay, now I am listening to Mundakopanishad. Now, immediately, not right now, you can do. Huh? So, who is listening to Mundakopanishad? I. Who is that I? Then there will be no answer, because there will be blank. In that silence, we will realize that the thoughts, that I am thought is illumined by Atma only. And when that I am looks towards Atma, the I am will dissolve. Sa eshontas sharate. Atma is illuminating all thoughts and feelings. This is its vihar. Vihar means it's having a round, it's enjoying. Bahudha jayamana. Atma appears to be born many times along with the thoughts. So when we have this, I am this, I am this, I am this, I am this, we say there are not many eyes. There is only one eye, but many thoughts. One eye, but many feelings. One eye, but many ideas. one I, but many knowledges. So when we do that, the thought is dissolved. So meditate in the following steps. So here steps are given. What are the steps given in the mantra? Shift attention from outside world to the body. So what is the indication given here? That heart and nerve. So I can focus on my heart. I can listen to my heartbeats. Thak, 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 thak. How many heartbeats per minute? I have to count. In that, what will happen? I've withdrawn from the world. Then, second step, observe the thoughts, because the second pointer, what was given was thoughts and Atma. Then I say, okay, which thought is coming? Which thought is repeating? In one day, normally a human being, my human being's mind, 80,000 thoughts are passed for a normal person, and 80% are repetitive. So suppose I get interested in Mundakopanishad and one thought comes, Avihi, Avihi, I am Sachitananda, Sachitananda. It will repeat 80% of the time. And then I must ask this question, that who is illumining this thought? That is what Swamiji mentioned, that we can track the Atma with the thought. That is a sentence what Swamiji used. So we have to focus on that. What is that important pointer, what he was indicating? Who is that? Atma. Who focuses on Atma? Ego. And when ego focuses on Atma, so ego has to turn around. And when it faces the Atma, it has to dissolve, because it is reflecting light. It cannot stand the real light. Atma Chintan, by taking support of Om, as Swamiji mentioned, Upasana is Utkrushta Drushti Nikrushta Vastu. So Omityeva Dhyayata. So I chant Om, Om, Om with all that understanding of the Om, all the understanding of all the attributes of the Atma, what are given here. And when I chant, I don't have to tell them mentally, but I know what it means and where I'm hitting. My interest is that the ego must dissolve in the Atma. Result, Swastiva Paraya Tamasa Parastat. By blessing from the Guru, all obstacles are overcome. When I was doing Manan on this and making notes, I remembered what Pujya Gurudev mentioned. Swami Shivananji taught me to live in God as God. And Swami Tapovanam pushed me beyond God. Now, how can I be pushed beyond God? We will see next verse. So what he was mentioning is that till a particular point, we can make efforts, but after that, sleep, Devi has to come and we fall asleep. We can make efforts to, put on the air conditioner, put on the chadar, best music, nice, soft chadar, soft pillow, and we can close eyes and take position. But till the Nidra Devi comes and blesses us, we can't enter sleep. So as Gurudev mentioned, the last leap, the Guru, God, comes and pushes us. So now, here what has been mentioned here is that whenever this Sarvavid and Sarvajna comes, these are attributes of whom? Ishvara. Because Ishvara is Sarvajna and Sarvavid. And what is the difference between both? Sarvajna is knower of general and Sarvavid means knower of detail. That we will see. So that is a point given here, and some more technical points are given for us to meditate. Yeah, Vidya.
यः सर्वज्ञः सर्ववित् यस्यैष महिमा भुवि दिव्ये ब्रह्मपुरे शेषः व्योम्यात्मा प्रतिष्ठितः मनोमयः प्राणशरीरनेता प्रतिष्ठितोऽन्ये हृदयं सन्निधाय तद्विज्ञानेन परिपश्यन्ति धीराः आनन्दरूपममृतं यद्विभाति यः सर्वज्ञः सर्ववित् यस्यैष महिमा भुवि दिव्ये ब्रह्मपुरे शेषः व्योम्यात्मा प्रतिष्ठितः मनोमयः प्राणशरीरनेता प्रतिष्ठितोऽन्ये हृदयं सन्निधाय तद्विज्ञानेन परिपश्यन्ति धीराः आनन्दरूपममृतं यत् विभाति
Tad vidyanena paripashyanti dhira. So this knowledge is not only to be heard and then, by hearted and pravachan and again listening pravachan. This has to be experienced here and now. So that desire must come. And who realizes? One who wants to know this, one who wants to really realize this. That person doesn't get stuck into anything else. What is the important point here is that subject, yah, paravidya, yah means paravidya, which is nirupadik Brahman, no upadis, is equal to Sagun Brahman. What is Sagun Brahman? Brahman plus Maya is equal to Ishwar. Why we are saying this? Because Sarvadnya and Sarvavid are attributes of Ishwara, not Brahman. Brahman is not even aware that there is creation. Like sun is not aware that there is darkness. If you ask sun, what is darkness? Have you seen? What darkness? I do not know. Suppose you go and ask Brahman, why have you created? You say, who are you? I don't know what is creation. I alone am bliss. Ekam eva advitiya. Brahma. Brahman doesn't have any awareness that there is other. So now to understand this, we have to see that when there is a creation, then who is the creator of that creation? Ishvara. And what is Ishvara? Brahman plus Brahman's Maya, that is power. And what is Maya? Ya Maya, Sa Maya, that which is not there. So we have to contemplate on this because Maya is not very easy where we can understand quickly. Brahman is Bechara easy, Nirvikar, Nirvishesh, Avihi, no questions. When Maya comes in, then all the questions come. Because it is not there only, it is only appearing. So you cannot ask question by seeing the mirage on the desert that why there is mirage. Very important point to note. We can ask how mirage happened. Why mirage happens, there is no answer. How we can discuss technically. So in Upanishad, why is not given, how is given. Both questions are different. Why this God created this creation? How it created, all Upanishads are given. Why is an invalid question? Why the sky is looking blue when it is not blue? No reason. We can say how part about refraction. So this Saguna Brahman is Sarvadnya and Sarvavid. Sarvadnya means it knows everything. And Sarvamit in detail. Lord Krishna told this to Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita also that I know past, present, future of all beings. And as Swamiji mentioned, I know that you're all human beings, but I don't know each person in detail about its mindset, about its attitude, qualities. So, but Ishvara knows everything in general, everything in detail, about every being. Even one leaf in one jungle. How many leaves are there in one tree? We do not know. One leaf also falls. God knows. Who told this? Ramakrishna Paramahans. He told, I am one fallen leaf of God who has dried up, who goes here when the wind comes. This is what Lord Paramahansa used to tell. Ramakrishna Paramahansa. So what are its glories? Ishwar glories, it is controller, sustainer of the universe, not Brahman. Has created infinite resources for infinite beings. Light, air, food, 4.5 billion years old earth is there. Still we are getting food to eat. All seasons are happening now. Rain is coming. We should not say so much rain, so much rain. The lakes are not still full. Even if the lakes are not filling, 95% also they get filled. Mumbai will not get water for in the month of May. So all devatas work under Ishwar's control. So now August end, in the companies, in the corporate, there are targets given month end. So similarly, Varun Devata is given target by Indra Devata कि before August end, month end हो गया, अभी तुम्हारा काम complete करो, quota. So you see, rain is coming. It is going to fulfill its quota. Just imagine if little bit here and there happens, what will happen to us? If there is no water, creator of all laws, if you put mango seed, mango comes. Doesn't Peru doesn't come. The earth is so intelligent that it is known what seed is put. And exactly in that situation, mango will grow. Coconut will grow in a particular weather, in a particular soil. How the earth knows? Earth is intelligent. So, and all inert and sentient follow the laws, atomic theory. Those who have learned chemistry, atomic theory, if you've seen all the electrons and protons follow their own laws. And who is the illuminator of all? Illuminator of doer, desires, action is that one Brahman. So sentient, inert, sagun, everything, the illuminator is that Brahman. One who knows this, that person meditates on this and gets liberated. Where God can be found, if it is all pervading, Brahmapure. Divye Brahmapure Yesha. In the hearts of all beings. I don't have to go and search and go to Himalayas and sit and go there, and then once I go there, then I will find God. Once I'm out of the family jobs, and I will find God. No, it is located in my heart 24/7. Meditate on it. It is all Aham Atma Gudakesha, it is illuminating all the time. Like Gurudev gives this example that government is present everywhere, but I have to go to a particular office of government to meet the person who is there, who is in charge. So in the same way, even the God and Brahman is all pervading. I have to take one point, one dot, and then meditate on it. Either can take physical heart, or I can take the thought, and that thought will track us to the Atman. What the great God wear? Manomaya wears minds as clothes. Manomaya prana sharira neta. So what a beautiful cloth. He has so many clothes, sad clothes, happy clothes, irritating clothes, anger clothes. All this God has created. God is enjoying different rasas because these are it clothes, because it also gets bored with one color of the mind. Different colors. What does God do? Prana Sharira Neta guides all in right direction. Takes subtle body from one gross body to another gross body. Where to find Pratishthitonne Rudayam Sannidhaya? It is closest, and it will be found in my Rudaya. Rudaya means in Vedanta it is in the mind, in Buddhi. Why? Because the ignorance is located there. And technically, when the illumination happens, first it illumines the I am, ego. Then I am illumines the intellect. The intellect illumines the mind. The mind intellect illumines the senses illumines the objects. So where maximum reflection happens is that I am. Like many people ask, if God is all pervading, why can't I see it? Why it is reflecting in the human mind itself? Same way, like suppose you have a building, on that sun is falling, the wall will not reflect, but suppose you put a mirror, the mirror will reflect the sun. In the same way, God can be found in our own mind, because in our mind it reflects the most. How to find God in our own mind? By asking, who is it that who wants to find it? I. And then focus on I. And in that, on that I, Brahman is shining, and that is a door. That is the window. That is a direct path. Can it be experienced? Yes. Tad vijnanena paripashyanti dhira. Qualified sadhak experiences directly. It is vijnana. It is not only jnana. It is here and now to be experienced in my own heart. It is not somewhere paroksha, somewhere beyond some universe where I have to walk and go. And what is the result? Ananda Rupam Amrutam Yad Vibhati. Beyond all sorrows, Ananda, and Amrutam, beyond all change. Two words are given, Ananda and Amrutam. Ananda means beyond all sorrows, and Amrutam means beyond all modifications, change. And where there is a change, there is fear. So two results are given here, which are very beautiful, because this is what we are seeking. What is the result of this meditation on Paravidya? Yeah, Vidya. Vidyate.
भिद्यते हृदयग्रन्थिः छिद्यन्ते सर्वसंशयाः क्षीयन्ते चास्य कर्माणि तस्मिन् दृष्टे परावरे भिद्यते हृदयग्रन्थिः छिद्यन्ते सर्वसंशयाः क्षीयन्ते चास्य कर्माणि तस्मिन् दृष्टे परावरे.
So I will get Ananda and Amruta. When I will get Ananda and Amruta? When Vidyate Hridaya Granthi, when that Granthi knot is dissolved. And when that knot is dissolved, when the higher and lower both are seen as one, what it means, I see oneness in simple words. Because where there is duality, the duality is created by the thought. And when there is no thought, there is no duality. How can you say this in deep sleep? It is called as Ananda Ghana. Deep sleep definition in Mandukya Upanishad comes as Ananda Ghana. Means it is Ghana, means it is homogeneous. There is no duality. So I am happy. So I am peaceful. Just imagine what will be the peace and joy at the enlightened person in the waking state. There is no thought because thoughtlessness, as Gurudev explains, vasanalessness leading to desirelessness, leading to thoughtlessness, leading to actionlessness is that highest state of enlightenment. So one who knows Nirguna Brahma and Saguna Brahma, three things happen. Avidya goes, Kama, Karma disappear. Because where there is no avidya, there is no I am this body bhava. Where there is no I am this body bhava, Kama will not be there. And when Kama is not there, Karma disappear. Oh, that means I will not do anything. No, no, I will become actionless. Whatever actions are happening through me, I will not have this kind of thought or believe that I am doing it. It will happen spontaneously as the blood is circulating automatically. When we realize that cause and effect are same, then ignorance is dissolved. Vidyate Granthi, what is that? Ignorance, not of sentiency, Atma and inert BMI. That is what this knot is very peculiar, which cannot get involved. Atma is Satchidananda, body mind is made up of 5 elements. How can it have knots? But that is how the knot is formed. So it appears to be there. So what is the location of the knot? The knot is located in the buddhi, not in the Atma. And Gurudev calls this as unholy wedlock. Like the sky and blue color, they are not one, but it appears to be like that. The screen and the movie, when the attention is on the movie, the screen disappears. So there is that lock, but there is no wedlock because both Brahman is not at all affected by what is the drama happening in the world. What is the knot? I am body, mind, intellect is the knot. I am seeing, hearing, I am a man, I am doing this, I am a woman, I am happy, I don't know, I am studying Mundakopanishad, I understand, I don't understand. When will I get moksha? All these is the knot because this is coming from I am body, mind, intellect as identification. What is the main knot? I am body, mind, intellect, identification. Solution, separate I amness from body, mind, intellect. Like separate the snake from the rope. How to separate? Put the light. Snake disappears. So put the light of knowledge. Desire born of ignorance of my own real nature and vasanas is dissolved. That is that knot. Ignorance is same in all, but desires are different due to vasanas. Siddhayante sarva samshaya. All doubts are dispelled as doubter itself dissolved. There is no doubt about who is God, who am I, what is world, because all three become one only. Doubts. Who am I? Where have I come from? Where will I go? When will I realize my true nature? What is God? What? All these doubts go because there is no doubter only. There is no seeker only because seeker is the sought. If I do not know that one thing and I die, then what will happen? Death will come, doubts will remain. And till the doubts will remain, mind will remain and it will take another birth. So once we know the rope, all doubts about snake disappear. Kshiyante chasya karmani. All karmas dissolve. This topic Swamiji told he will take in detail in the next. Because when there is no doership, there cannot be karma. And when there is no karma, there will be no karma. So the root cause of that is ignorance of the self. And that ignorance of the self is called as identification with the BMI. So when that itself is going on, that itself is off, then the further things disappear. But what with this realized Mahatma also get cancer and get a lot of things. So the mentioning is that they are not the body, they are not the mind. The suffering is not done by them because they are not that. So one of the examples what Nisargadatta Maharaj gives is that when the fan is rotating right now in your room, just put off the fan and today watch, even after electricity is off, the fan keeps rotating. So in the same way, the Mahatma's body, mind, intellect is illumined by that God itself, and what for whatever work and whatever prarabdha is there of that body, mind, intellect will happen, but it will not be impacting the person because there is no person only. There is no entity only who says that this is my suffering because that I has dissolved. Tasmin drushte paravare. The above is caused due to seeing both higher cause, karan, and lower effect. Example, no gold, no ornaments, no Brahman, no the universe ornaments, and to complete our Mundakopanishad, know that one and know all. So Angiraj ji has already given the answer to Shaunak ji in almost every verse. Know this one and know all. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Hari Om.